let's normalize the fact that stop saying that women need to start doing better and men need to start picking better options. When you first get with somebody, they don't show you them fucking traits in the beginning. So just shut the fuck up. Y'all about to piss me off. Like, for real. I was with a man for 3 years. This was back in like 2010, right? I actually got him tattooed on me with my dumb ass. But I was with that man for 3 years. I knew that man, though. I knew that man for over 10 years before I started dating him. I never seen an abusive trait. I've never heard a woman talk about he was abusive. I've never seen him abuse a woman. I never knew he was a narcissistic person, none of that. When I started dating him, it took 2 years before he started putting his motherfucking hands on me. And in that third year, because I was only with him for 3, within that third year was me running around, moving, and like, yeah, getting the fuck away from him. I done put that man in jail. That shit is on. Yeah, don't play with me because I don't play them games. I done put that man in jail. That man done had women come to my house trying to harm me and my children. I done put that man in jail like 3 fucking times. So we have to normalize the fact that a lot of these men, if you knew that they were narcissistic in the beginning of the relationship, you ain't gonna be there for long. You might not even stay for the first week. Look at Tina and fucking Ike. Did Ike start whipping Tina's ass the first motherfucking week? Fuck no. He was whining and dining her ass. Maybe for the first couple years. He might have showed traits. And she was young though. And she came from an abusive household. And that's another thing. Y'all got to stop this bullshit. Stop telling other people, oh, y'all need to pick better options. You knew that he wasn't shit when you got with him. No, the fuck we don't. We don't know that shit until we really get into the relationship. You don't know a person until you live with them. That right there is the truth. My father taught me that. You don't know a person until you live with them. If you are dating, I was with this man for 8 years. 8 years on and off, y'all. And when I started living with him, within the 4th year, I was like, oh, hell no. And that man was sweet as fucking pie. Sweet as pie. He never raised his voice at me. He never called me a bitch. He never disrespected me. He never called me out my name. He never put his hands on me. Boy, when we moved in together, though, there you go. And that was the 4th year of me being with that man. And then after that, I started seeing the traits of stalking, harassment, just like that guy that was in my back seat of my car. That guy was sweet as hell too, but we never lived together. We never even dated. You understand what I'm saying? We would just talk while we were at work. We were real cool. We were real close. We got to normalize the fact that some people hide it very well. That's just like when you guys meet a woman, right? And she come off so sweet and so innocent. It's coming out in these readings. And the whole time that bitch is dark. She a part of a damn occult, a sex group. How would you have known that if you didn't spend more time with her? Some of us don't know anything until we live with a person. And a lot of people we don't live with because we find out they're in different relationships. They're married. You can't live with no married man. He's married. A married man can't even spend a night at your house. Come on now. So stop fucking telling these women and stop telling these men that they need to pick better options. Because a lot of us that were raised by narcissistic parents were placed in abusive relationships. That's one thing you guys don't realize either. That's why I said a lot of y'all shouldn't do tarot because you don't have no empathy for shit. And you ain't been through shit, bitch. You need to put them fucking cards down for real because you ain't been through shit. You ain't been through nothing. You wasn't raised by no narcissistic parent. Half of these people, they foreigners. They were pushed into abusive relationships to keep control of their child. Been there and done that. I've seen it with my own eyes. A lot of y'all ain't been through shit, but you got a nerve to be trying to pull some motherfucking cards and act like you get on here and you try to make women feel bad for being with people that they love. And then you try to hate them for the decisions that was placed upon them. Because a lot of us, we didn't make these decisions. We were forced into them. Or we were going to be rejected from our family. We were going to be homeless, poor, and broke. But guess what? It took for us to realize what was going on in order to be like, you know what? Well, I guess I'm going to have to take this L then because I was one of them. I ain't had no choice. Listen, I ain't about to keep getting in relationships with people that are narcissistic and they're fucking abusive. And I don't find out in 2 years down the line after I done have a baby with the motherfucker. Confirmation. Stop that bullshit. A lot of you dumbass bitches on here, you reading for a bunch of karmic ass niggas. How the fuck are you calling somebody divine when they out here fucking around with multiple women? Ain't shit divine about that. One thing about a divine masculine, they keep their dick in their pants. They cherish their motherfucking feelings and they cherish their body the same way they gonna cherish their woman. That's not a divine masculine, that's a karmic. You out here giving advice to a karmic man to continue to abuse a divine feminine because your ugly ass don't like her. That's your problem. See, you bitches ain't gonna play with me on here because I see what's going on. Some of you tarot readers, you be attacking other women because you think that that person's not divine. Because you want that karmic masculine. Take him, bitch, and see how he do you. He'll fuck around and do you worse. Because 9 times out of 10, that's normally what happens. How dare you read for a karmic masculine and try to make it seem like that man is divine? That ain't no divine masculine. A divine masculine don't put their fucking hands on women. A divine masculine takes care of his children. A divine masculine ain't out here hiding families and hiding kids. That's a karmic. That's what you reading for, a karmic. But then you want to sit here and divination abuse an actual divine feminine because they don't want to sit around in that bullshit. Y'all have lost y'all mind on here. That's why I don't listen to readings no more. Because y'all bitches will say anything for some clout instead of being truthful and being honest and telling it how it is. We got to normalize. That's not normal. Ain't shit normal about that. Then y'all sit on here and what y'all do is y'all been in so many abusive relationships. You understand that you ain't gotten over yet. So what you do is you try to abuse other women by talking down on those type of women because we don't want to be in a relationship with them. Y'all, listen. I'm about to say it, Lord. And then another thing, don't fucking sit here and dishonor the way somebody reads their tarot cards. Everybody on here is not kind of tarot reader. Don't you understand that? Some people on here are empaths. When they read energy, they cry because they're empathic. Some of y'all read cards because you just want to be fucking evil as fuck and you want to attack people. Some people are energy readers. They read the energy. Some people are reading from their subconscious, which does not make you psychic at all. Some people are intuitive readers. They have dreams, they have premonitions. They know how to take their dreams and they know how to place them in their cards so that they can manifest for other people and show other people how to manifest. It's different type of readers out here. Some of us get confirmations through, paranormal activity. Your phone binging sometimes. Just because you ain't getting that same shit, why the fuck are you attacking somebody else? Because that's not how you pick up your messages. Like, y'all some evil motherfuckers on here, bro, and you're dark and you're narcissistic. Who the fuck made you a tarot teacher? You're not a tarot teacher. Stop getting on here telling somebody how to read their fucking cards. Real shit. Now we know a fake one when we see a fake one. Let's be real. Especially if you a Libra. You know. Because I be knowing. Some people, I just let them do their thing. I block their ass. Because I don't want no fake tarot reader watching me. Don't send that negative energy over me. That's what another thing y'all got to realize too, right? When y'all fucking around with these fake motherfuckers, they be projecting negative energy so that you can't intuitively figure out that it's bullshit. But with more practice and more discernment, you will start to realize what's real and what's fake in these motherfuckers. I'm telling you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. For like the past, when I get giggly and I like jokingly get like that, I know somebody's projecting. So I have to keep my energy high. I cannot fall in the pits with this person. Someone hates to hear my voice. They hate when I get on here. So why do you watch me? I know that. I can feel it. You understand what I'm saying? Like it be certain days, and I know y'all feel the same times when you get up and you just feel like you just instantly have this overwhelming feeling of like someone, it's like stalking energy. But you know that you're not being stalked like in the physical. You know it's spiritual because you like, nah, I know I have good days. But you just wake up and you feel worried and you ain't done a motherfucking thing to nobody. That's these people on here projecting. I want y'all to learn how to differentiate the energy, man. It's okay to take naps during the day. A nap, maybe even two. If you don't do shit all day. I mean, me, listen, I be fucking drained. By the time I do get my ass, when I do have to go out, it's 7 days in a week. I probably go out 4 of those days. You understand? By the time me and my kids get back in here, they get a bath and we be knocked the fuck out sometimes. That's why I try to do my messages early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an early bird. I get up at 5, between 5 and 7 every single morning. It used to be 5 o'clock in the morning. But God been telling me to lay my ass back down and get some more rest because I deserve it. But y'all have to learn how to differentiate that energy, man. If you feel like you are repeating yourself, that's because this is the same energy that keeps trying to interfere in your energy. You know you ain't done nothing to nobody. Some of y'all don't even go outside. Some of y'all don't even go outside. So you know you ain't been doing shit to nobody. Some of y'all, your past, something in the past is catching up with your ass. How you treated somebody. What you did. You feel what I'm saying? And that could be you could be a target for that too. Some of you guys, you're being attacked by narcissistic ass people. You can't argue with a narcissistic ass person. They always want to have something to say back. They always want to make it seem like you're losing your mind. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's why I don't argue with narcissistic people. I'm just not. Those MPD messages that I posted yesterday was not for anybody to come back and fucking comment and tell me what the hell women need to take accountability for. So are you telling me that a woman that's with a narcissistic man and being abused, she need to take accountability for that? You sound crazy, babe. You sound really, really nuts. And you sound like a narcissistic person. And I'm not sitting there typing a whole fucking essay out to you. I'm not. I don't like that shit. When motherfucking, what's her name from a Tyler Perry movie? Charles. When she first married Charles, was Charles abusing her? Fuck no. It comes out after a while though. After they get you to where, when I'm talking about narcissistic people now, when they get you where they want you, that's when that shit start coming out. For me, I found out a person is narcissistic by like how their energy changes. Because motherfuckers know I ain't dumb and I will leave. I'm not staying with anybody that's abusive. I've been there and done that before. And I didn't stay. I spent that last year getting away from that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? And I did. And Lord rest his soul, he's dead. He passed away, matter of fact, like 2 or 3 years ago in his home. So y'all better stop. Y'all better be careful how you treat people, man. Because a lot of people out here, we are placed in people's lives for them to change. And if you don't want change, stop ruining people's lives. Just stop. These men be out here, and women, you motherfuckers too. Because there's some narcissistic ass women out here too. You motherfuckers come into people's life and you know they don't deserve that shit. Go find somebody that is just like your retarded ass. How about that? And they always say opposites attract. I believe that. I don't believe 2 birds of a feather flock together. I don't believe that shit. I got peacock wings, baby. That's a pigeon. But I don't judge people for what they do. I have friends that are strippers. I ain't never went out here and stripped. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never, slide down no pole. Ain't nothing like, you can't stop saying that shit. Stop. You can't judge everybody the same way that you judge one person. I could have came from a family of fucking devils. That don't make me one. That don't make me one. A lot of y'all came from fucked up backgrounds, but you got a good ass sweet soul though, don't you? Stop judging people. Stop judging people. And that's all I gotta say. Cause I don't feel like doing shit this morning. I got something to take care of though. So I gotta be out this door by 9 o'clock. But y'all gotta stop this bullshit, man. Like, nobody deserves to be abused. Nobody deserves to be cheated on. Nobody deserves that shit. And I will say this. I told you, when people are narcissistic and they are abusive, they normally go after people that have sweet souls. They know that. They know you sweet. They ain't about to go after nobody that's abusive like them. Cause both of y'all gonna be whooping each other ass. You understand? Think about it. When you were dating a narcissistic person or somebody that was abusive, what were they attracted to? The guy that I got abused by that one time, he used to always tell me I was very sweet. Always. And if I'm so goddamn sweet, then why the hell do you think that you can do what the fuck you done did? And that was back in 2010, you guys. My options done got a lot better. A lot. But I'm the type of woman that, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, when I did started dating people that I felt like, I ain't gonna say I was beneath them, but like I said, I've dated doctors, officers, all that type of shit. I just felt like I wasn't in the right financial bracket for people like that. And maybe I sound crazy, but I just try not to put myself with people that, I don't know. I've been with people that had more than me, and they were abusive as well. You know what I'm saying? And very, very narcissistic. And then when I went to date somebody who was kind of like on my level, like, boom, we clicked. Never got abused by that person. I've been in relationships where I ain't never get cheated on, and I ain't do the cheating. It just didn't work out. So we have to stop stereotyping everybody and stop telling people what they need. Oh, women need to know. Women don't. You men need to stop that shit. Because it's a lot more, Nick Cannon has a roundtable meeting about that. And he admitted that he's narcissistic. And he also admitted a lot of women that he dated, he has hurt. He spoke out for men because men don't take accountability. But he most definitely, I'm going to find that meeting. He spoke out for men, and he said a lot of men are narcissistic towards good women. He said that. And he even took accountability for the women that he hurt due to him being narcissistic. He actually said that he was diagnosed with NPD. It was him. It was a couple other men too. Like big time men that he was sitting at the table with. And that was the first time I ever heard a man take accountability. I dated this guy that was a Libra, and I can't do other Libras. I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't do other Libra men. But I was dating this Libra guy, and he was very narcissistic, and he actually admitted it. Like, he didn't show it though. He was actually a really sweet guy. But what messed me and his relationship up was his child's mom. Because every time me and him will get into like a little dispute or something, he'll go to his child's mom and, ask her for advice. And you don't do shit like that, especially when you know your child mom wants you back. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Because I don't go to my friends and ask them about what should I do about such and such. Like, I know how to handle that on my own. You said you hope he knows what he's doing to people. But the first thing with that disorder is that men have to take accountability. And women do as well. Women do as well. We have to take accountability. But nobody goes in a relationship with somebody and then gets their ass whooped the first week. And it doesn't work like that. Let's just stop. And if you are going into relationships and you're seeing red flags and you still stick around, that's on you. But me, hell no. I done had a lot of relationships that didn't even lead to the bedroom, baby, because I saw the signs Sometimes you do see them motherfuckers, you be like, oh yeah, this gonna be like, I remember I went on this date with this guy, right? This is another form of narcissistic abuse. I finally go on a date with this guy, and he like, what you want to order, right? And I tell him what I want. He like, nah, you should get this. Yeah, excuse me, we're going to order that. How the fuck do you even know I want that? That's narcissistic abuse too. When a man like picks out your meals and shit, like they'll ask you like what you want to eat. You'll be like, oh, I'll take some KFC, and they be like, nah, we going to McDonald's. I dated somebody like that before. And at first, I dated two people like that before. The first guy that I dated, I kind of thought it was cute a little bit. I'm like, oh, well, maybe he just wants me to eat what he wants me to eat. And then I thought about it, and I asked my father, actually, and my father was like, no, that's abuse. And it comes from a narc, right? Because my father's a narc, too. But my father was like, he said, man, I ain't never did no shit like that to no damn woman. You know. But the second guy that I dated that tried to do that shit, I was up out of there. So let's just normalize the fact that, and like people that are foreigners, you know, they are more submissive because they come from a country of abuse. You know, especially like Indian women, you know, Indians, they be wanting people with their own kind. They get abandoned from their family when they go outside their race. A lot of these foreigners do. You know what I'm saying? So stop that shit. Like people you don't get it. You probably never will because you're one track minded. You have to open your mind and explore your options in your mind, literally. Like learn how to be more open minded. That's why some of these readers on here, they feel the way that they feel, and they feel like they can talk down on other people that's be in these relationships. And listen, open your mind, please, before y'all go attacking people. All right? And I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to lay back down for a little bit. Bye.